like this. These thingies, I don't like these. I don't like that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are getting some things done and I'm about to get into a fight. Last we spoke, I had interviewed for a job that had lowballed me, right? And I was really upset about it because it's like people need to eat and live and all of those things, correct? A few days after that job lowballed me, they called me back and offered me a different position where they would build me up into the position that I had actually applied for, right? Because I guess they didn't feel like I was ready to be in the role that I had applied for, whatever. So I was like, okay, because I was really desperate to get out of the job that I was working at the time because it was such a toxic environment, like very backstabby, throw under the bus. The manager was literally just so mean and rude and ignorant, like just a horrible person. I accepted that offer. The day I accepted that offer, my dream job reached out to me to apply. So I had applied, interviewed, and when I was leaving, I'm gonna censor the name of the company in post, just so that I can speak freely and not be like, and like, you know, so the story can flow better. So when I had left, I had told my manager I was going to my dream job because when I told her about the company that lowballed me, she kind of gave me one of those like, you're leaving here to do that? Like essentially like you're leaving here to go fail and you think that's smart? Like she was doing one of those. So I lied to her and I told her I was going to my dream job, which I knew I would get anyway. I knew I would nail that job. And guess what? I did get the dream job. Yay, 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 yay. But when the other day, when I was working at this job that I know I'm gonna quit in a few days because it's an interim job, I never intended to stay there long. I was just working until I got an official "you're hired" from the dream job. The manager saw me working there. And apparently she went back to and was ballistic about how everyone lies to her and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, this lady's super toxic. She's a micromanager. She's so insanely mean. So it's like, yeah, people lie to you because you're awful. Like very many coworkers that I had quit that job and never spoke to her again because of how awful she is. Customers complain about her. Like I had a customer, like I was helping her once and she was like, oh my God, you're so nice. I was like, thank you so much. And she goes, that manager though, that other one, sorry. She was like, that manager though, that other one, she's a pussy. And I was like, true. Pardon my language. I'm trying to cuss less. But she's like, she's pussy. Like, I don't like her at all. And I was like, I'm dying because I'm like, girl, none of us do. Like, she's fucking awful. And customers would complain about her all the time. And she would give the customers a reason to complain. Like, every time a customer went to do a return, because, you know, it affects our numbers, it's like giving them attitude to their face. Literally loud as hell. She'll be like, are you effing kidding me? I don't know who that is. She'll be like, are you effing kidding me? Like, so loud. Like just rude to customers when they try to return because it affects her numbers. All she cares about is making those numbers because she's so insecure and so afraid of losing her job. She accused me one time of trying to sabotage her but by not fixing her mistake. There was a situation where she scheduled the opener, because there's always supposed to be 2 people in the store at a time. She scheduled the opener to leave at 3 and then the closer to leave at 4. So I was in the store by myself for an hour and she accused me of trying to sabotage her in front of our boss and get her in trouble, which is fucking insane because that was your mistake. That wasn't my mistake. That was your mistake. So she's crazy. So yeah, those are just some of the things, but I'll do like a full story time if you guys want on how awful that lady was to me and everybody. But she was a terrible person. So the people who have decided to check on me and be like, how are you doing since you left? Like those people, they got updates on my life. They did get a version of the truth. They got the truth nonetheless, you know, that I'm at my dream job. Well, I don't start my dream job until the 22nd, but you guys know what I mean. So yeah. But the people who care to check on me have the truth. I lied to you because you downplayed my situation. You tried to make it seem like I was a dumbass for taking this awful opportunity and that I would be better off with you, even though all you did the whole time I worked there was tear down my self-esteem. And this looks crazy. I don't have a thing prepared. Okay. All she did while I was working there was literally tear down my self-esteem and talk to me like I was an idiot. Like, I have been working clothing retail for 9 years, and she tried to make it seem like I didn't even know how to change a mannequin. And like literally on one of my last days, she was like, thank God you're going to blank type of retail store because you cannot change a mannequin. Literally, another thing she said to me on one of my last days was like, I tried to teach you all that I could teach you. The one thing I couldn't teach you was this because you're still so bad at it. And I'm like, what is your problem? Like, seriously, like, what is wrong with you? Like, even on, like, in my last seconds in this building, you're trying to tear me down. Like, still, like, she took every opportunity she could to tell me that I was doing something wrong. And it's not even that I was doing anything wrong. I just wasn't doing it like her. She wanted me to be her. And I don't work like that. I'm not her. And that was her biggest issue with me. But I say all that to say, is this the right one? No. I say all that to say that one of my coworkers who's still there, Emily, I love her so much. Like, she is my fitness friend. Like, we do fitness stuff. Like, we talk about fitness all the time, like TikToks and everything. Like, we go back and forth about like fitness influencers. We share our workouts, gym experiences. Like, that's my fitness friend. I love her. I saw on TikTok that they were running the Bear Bell coupon promotion thing, but when she put it in her cart from TikTok, she didn't get the coupon, but when I put it in my cart, I did. So I was like, okay, I will order it for the both of us, and then when it comes, I'll just drop it off at my old job because she still works there, and I like, today's my day off, I can just go. So I'm going to drop off those bars to her now. Like, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I actually have a lot of errands to run today. I have to go to Rockland and get an oil change, get a car wash. I have to go to the health food store that's up there. So I do have things to do today, but this is just on my list of things to do. Like, I have to go to the grocery store. I have to go to Aldi, but I might just go to the Aldi up there because it's like generic stuff that I really need. I don't really need like an insane amount of things. So yeah. So I'm fully prepared to be confronted by her because she's the type of person to do that. Well, why did you lie? Da, 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 right? So, because I had a coworker who worked there before. Literally, there's no reason why anyone would ever have an issue with this girl. Like, she's literally the sweetest, like, most genuinely kind, like, soul I've ever met in my life. Like, just an amazing person. And I'm still in contact with her. And she found an issue with her because the girl was doing an internship. And she said, like, maybe I'll come back after my internship over the summer. But instead, she decided to take a second internship for the summer because it has to do with her major that she was in college for. And instead of saying, like, you know, I'm happy for you, like, even if she wasn't happy for her, like, tell the girl you're happy for her and, you know, good luck, she was like, oh, she lied to me. No, she didn't lie to you. Like, I don't know what it is, but this woman thinks that every time someone's situation changes is that they're lying. Like, no, they're not lying to you. Her situation changed. Maybe she fully intended on coming back after her first internship, but then another opportunity came up. That's not lying. That's her situation changing. And she had no, like, understanding. Like, she feels like she's entitled to everything in the world, and I don't understand it because she's a bad person. Like, I lied to you because you're awful. I lied to you because I told you where I was going, and you made it seem like it was a piece of shit opportunity and I was leaving just to fail. So, yeah, I did lie to you. The lie ended up being the truth, but why do you feel like you're important enough to demand answers from me? All you did was berate me and tear me down the whole time I worked there. I was fully expecting to start the dream job before this interim job, but the timing didn't work out that way because they wanted so many goddamn interviews. Yeah, I'm going in there to be confronted while I drop off these Bear Bell bars to my real friend. That's what's going on. And then after that, we are going to Rockland. Like I said, we're going to a couple grocery stores. We're going to get an oil change and a car wash. Oof, because I haven't washed this car since I got it. And then on the way to Rockland, I will tell you the full story of where I have been. All right, y'all. So that altercation is done. So I went in there to give Emily the bear bells, and let's call her Mary. Mary was trying to press me like, well, I saw you the other day, where are you working now, how are you? And then I was like explaining to her, she was like, okay, like she wasn't really like believing me. What is this on my head? Oh, that's my lace. Not believing me, like trying to piece together whether I was lying to her. And she's like, well, why would you lie to me? And I'm like, I didn't lie to you, I did. And she's like, well, how have you been? What's going on? So, I mean, it is what it is, but she didn't outwardly be like, blah, 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 which I was expecting her to do, which she didn't do, which I'm grateful for, because I was prepared to turn up. Like, I usually don't turn up on people. I usually don't turn up on people, but the thing is, like, with her, she will try to make you feel like you're absolute lowest, and it's like, I have no reason to be kind or nice to you anymore, or even be respectful. Like, I don't work for you. So it is what it is. But she was still trying to question me, like, why did you do this? Why did you say this? But I saw you doing this, so what's true? And it's like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't ever want to see you again. Like, you made me feel horrible the whole time I worked with you. Our interactions from here on out are done. I am keeping up with the people I want to keep up with, and that's all. The explanation for where have I been all this time? So, like I said earlier, last you guys saw from me, I was interviewing for a job, and that job had given me a lowball offer, and I had completely written that job off, right? So, hold on, I need to pull over. Literally pulling over to adjust you guys, so that we can have a better talk. Okay, a little better. So, let me take this off, I'm hot. Also, my lips look crazy because I'm only wearing, actually, while I'm here, I might as well fix that too. My emergency car kit with my makeup stuff, a couple of perfumes, a powder, a pad, even though I don't put my period, a deodorant, a spray for my lace, a brush, a comb, but no lip gloss apparently. Unless it's hidden behind something. They had given me a lowball offer, and I completely wrote that job off, like, bye, on to the next one. I'm not taking that offer because I have bills to pay. And it was like significantly lower than what I was making at my last job, right? So I had written them off. And then a couple days later, that lady called me back and she was like, hey, I want to offer you this instead, and then we're going to build you up into the role that you had applied for. So, because I guess they didn't think I was ready to be in that role. Whatever. Fine. So I didn't really want to take it because a couple days prior, I think, my dream job reached out to me to ask me to apply for a certain position. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna say yes to this job, and then I'll go through the interview process for the other job, and then I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks at my current job. All right, so does that make any sense? So put in my 2 weeks at my current job, at the same time as me, Jesus, what is everyone driving like this for? What the fuck? Sorry, Lord, I'm trying to be better. Put my 2 weeks into my current job, accept the first lowball offer while I wait for the interview process for the dream job, just so that I can get out of my current role. And am I orange? I don't know why I look so orange on camera. Just so I can get out of my current role and I have a job. Best case scenario, I get the dream job and have to leave the job that lowballed me. Worst case scenario, I don't get the dream job and I end up at the job that I had accepted, just for the simple fact that I wanted to leave my first job so bad that I didn't want to turn down the lowball and then not get the dream job, and then I'm still stuck at this other place that I didn't like, right? So that's what I did. Went through the interview process for the dream job, and the first interview I did before I left my toxic job, and like a day or so after I accepted the lowball offer. I did the second interview the day after I left my toxic job, and the day before I was supposed to start my lowball offer. And then I did the third interview maybe last week. 2 weeks into the lowball offer, right? The day after I left my toxic job, my car broke down. So I was going to Aldi. Mind you, this is the same day that I had to have my second interview. I was going to Aldi, just picking up some things, you know, whatever. And as I'm leaving the parking lot, my engine shuts off. Like, I'm literally backing out of my spot and the engine shuts off. And I'm like, that's odd. Okay, turn the car off, turn it back on. And then I'm going down the ramp because you guys know, we've been to Aldi together a million times. The way that I go to Aldi, like the Aldi that I go to has a little ramp that you have to go down to go back into the main street. I'm going down the ramp, my car turns off again. And this Aldi's in the middle of a super busy road. So I'm like, okay. I call my mom, because you know, anything happens in my life, first thing I gotta do is call my mama. So I call her and she's like, okay, pull over into somewhere safe. Mind you, this is a Sunday in Bergen County, so everything is closed. So I just pull into like this tile kitchen warehouse place or whatever, like where you can pick up wholesale tiles to do your kitchen. And I am freaking out because at this point it's like 11:30 and my job interview is at 3 in a county that is 40 minutes away, right? So I'm freaking out because I'm fresh out of the gym, unshowered, and I gotta go. I'm on the phone with my mom trying to brainstorm what to do, on the phone with AAA trying to get a tow truck, and this is what we decide. So I called the tow truck, I Ubered home, showered, got dressed, and packed up all of my makeup so that I could do my makeup in the tow truck on the way to the interview, right? So I Ubered home, called the tow truck. The tow truck said it would be about an hour. Awesome. Go home, shower, change, and then I Uber back to where my car is. And in the Uber on the way back to where my car is, a lady from AAA calls me and she says, hey, it's gonna be 3.5 hours before we can get a tow truck to your location because you're towing it so far. Because I was gonna use the tow truck as a means of transportation to my interview. I was like freaking out. I'm like, is there any way we can get a tow truck sooner? Whatever. She's like, I'll see. As the Uber pulls up to where my car is left, there's a tow truck there. And it's a guy, and he's there with his son, his like 2 or 3 year old son. And he's like, I'm your tow truck. I'm like, awesome. Because the lady on the phone just told me 3.5 hours. He's like, no. I'm like, I'm here. I can do it for you. And I'm like, awesome. So I pack up my stuff. I can't bring my makeup into the tow truck now because his son is there. And there's like not enough space in the tow truck bed to like do my makeup in there. So I have my car towed to Dominique's house, and then Dominique is holding my car until I have a day off to where I can go take the car to the mechanic, and I am doing my makeup in the car on the way to my interview. So I do my interview. I feel like I nailed it. My my store manager who did the interview was super cool. I really liked her. So that worked out really nice. Dominique was like at the mall waiting for my interview to be done to take me back to her house where my car was, just so I can, you know, put my makeup back in my car because I did my makeup in her car, and then Uber home, which was $70. Because, you know, she's a mommy, she's got mommy stuff. I'm not expecting her to drive me all the way down to Bergen County and back. Like, I don't live in like a like north, like close to where she lives. Like, I'm like 40 minutes away, so I'm not gonna ask her to do that while she's, you know, she's got a life and a husband and a baby. Like, I'm not expecting her to drive me around. Left my car there for a couple days and had it towed to, where's the first place I towed it to? The Pet Boys in Ramsey, because they told me that since I got my car through Carvana, they are Carvana certified mechanic, and if I go through my warranty, they will be able to fix my car, whatever's going on with it. So they diagnosed the car and said, this is a problem bigger than us. It's a recall. You have to tow it to Chevy. We're not going to do anything with it. So I got it towed to Chevy. This is like the very abridged version because this all took place over a week and a half. So I got it towed to Chevy. Chevy said, this is not a recall. This is a service bulletin, which I'm learning car stuff now, which I didn't want to ever have to know because I'm just a girl. And he's like, this is a service bulletin. This is not a recall. And I call my mechanic and he's like, that's correct. It is a service bulletin. It is not a recall. So the Chevy cannot fix it for you for free. You need to have it towed back to wherever and go through your warranty. I said, okay. So I got it towed back to the Pet Boys in Ramsey, forgetting that they said that they couldn't do anything with it. But when I called them to tell them, hey, I'm towing it back to you guys, he never said anything along the lines of, your problem is not something that we can fix. He was like, okay, just bring it back. And I was like, okay. So I towed it back there, and then he was like, yep, this is definitely not anything that we can fix. You have to get it towed to the Pep Boys in Hackensack. Mind you, this is all happening during the first and second week of a new job where I'm having to take buses and Ubers back and forth, figuring out the bus system. So figuring out the bus system, taking 2 buses and 2 Ubers, taking 2 buses one way just to get to work, and doing all of this before and after my shifts and on my days off, like spending so much money going all over New Jersey. Like, it took me an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours to get home from a job that is a 20-minute drive. So that was super annoying while all of this is happening. So I got it towed to the Pep Boys in Hackensack, but I definitely called them first and I was like, hey, are you a facility that can fix this problem? Because I'm having this problem. And they were like, yeah. He was like, I'm like, okay, this is the code that shows up on the little thingy that you plug it into. Sorry, I'm looking. And the thingy that you plug it into that shows the problems. I don't know what it's called. And he's like, no, yeah, we can fix that. So literally got it towed to the from Pep Boys in Ramsey to Pep Boys in Hackensack, and then dropped it off. Took 2 buses to get home, and by the time I get home, I'm home for maybe an hour before they're like, car's done. Like, what? And your warranty covered everything. It was free. So a week and a half of me not having my car, all of that could have been solved if they knew what a service bulletin was. They would have been able to tell me, like, the difference between a service bulletin and a recall. They would have been able to tell me, like, hey, this is not a problem that the dealer can fix. That would have cut out at least 2 or 3 tow truck things. In total, I had my truck towed 3 times. I'm sorry, in total I had it towed 6 times, and it could have cut out so many days if originally Pep Boys in Ramsey knew the difference between a service bulletin and a recall. I didn't even have to tow it to Chevy or back to Ramsey. I could have just had it towed straight to Hackensack and had it fixed, because once it got there, it was done in like 3 hours. And they were like, we test drove it and everything. It's perfectly fine. Only issue is you need to have your brakes done and you need an oil change bad, which is what I'm gonna go do right now. But yeah, your car's done and test drive. And I was like, oh, so a week and a half of my time and so much money and Ubers wasted. And now Carrie's texting me now about how to go with Mary at my toxic job, because I just dropped off these bars to Emily. And it is what it is. Like, that was where I've been. So super stressful. You guys know I stress a little bit and I shut down, but like literally the universe has been testing me. The universe has been telling me to fight my own battles, and right now the universe is continuing to tell me to fight my own battles, because I come home on the 1st of May and my leasing office finally realized that I'm month to month, and they never gave me a new lease back in December 2022, and now they're trying to raise my rent and put me on a lease for another year, which I originally was going to fight, but it looks like I'm just gonna have to end up accepting it, because I thought the way that they raised my rent was illegal. Apparently for my city it's not, and I just gotta pay it. I didn't plan on being here for another full calendar year, but in order to get my credit up and save money, like realistically it's gonna take a year for me to do that. So I just have to be super strict on myself about spending money, even though at my temporary job I have a little pile of things I want to buy before I quit. But yeah, I just have to be strict on myself, pay my credit cards on time, pay my car on time and all those things, and then be okay. But that's what's going on in my life. That's where I've been. I'm currently on my way to get an oil change by my old college, because when you get an oil change there, they give you a little voucher to get a free car wash. So I'm going to do that too. I have to go to the health food store, because the health food store in Rockland, I don't have one by me, and they have the most like delicious protein pancakes there. So I want to get some of those. But yeah, that's my day. I had to confront my toxic boss about I'm lying, even though I did lie, but fuck that lady, she's awful. What else? I'm thinking, if you saw my Allahu, I'm thinking of reverting to Islam just because I've been studying the religion. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to revert, but I am very much into the religion and some of its practices. It's just that I started getting into it because of what's going on in Palestine. A bird had just pooped on my car. I started getting into it because of what's going on in Palestine, and like it really moved me. I was thinking like, man, their faith has to be unshakable for them to be able to survive this and like go through what they're going through and still have hope for their country and for their families. So I started like looking up the religion, and I've been listening to the Quran on Spotify, the English version of course, and I don't know, I've just been really into the religion lately. So I wear the Allahu in solidarity with what's going on in Palestine, because it's really not just a Palestinian genocide, it's just an Islamophobic like travesty what's going on over there. So I wear it in solidarity with them while I'm studying the religion. Maybe I'll revert, I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's something that's been going on in my life as well. I completely fell off from all of my organization. Like, I have been keeping my apartment clean, thank God, and maybe one day I can tell you more about like my crappy apartment situation. It's getting to the point where I might just end up doing it like with no shame because it's so bad there. But like doing my monthly calendar, I didn't do my monthly calendar that sits on the side of my fridge, like my color coded one. I haven't done it for April, I haven't done it for May. I haven't done my Google calendar, I haven't been to the gym in weeks, and I can feel and see the results. And it's just, I've been thrown off completely. So I have to not give a notice, but give a couple days to the temporary job, and let them know, hey y'all, I'm leaving. And then my next full week is off, and then I start the dream job. So in that full week that I'm off, of course I'm going to do a full super long vlog with you guys. This might actually be a part of that vlog. And then I'm going to get my life together in that week that I'm off, so that I start this new dream job on a good foot and not scrambling to pick up the pieces of my last 2 jobs. But it is what it is. I have to leave that toxicity behind me. The only people that I care about from that job I'm still in contact with. I love Emily, I love Carrie, I love Maria, and those are the people who I'm going to stay in contact with, and that's kind of it. So yeah, and I get to see my man tonight, so I'm very happy. But I am starving, so I gotta stop somewhere to eat because it's 1 o'clock and I haven't eaten a single thing. This man is about to charge me almost $100 for an oil change. Is that normal? Should I be concerned? I feel like I should be concerned because I feel like I never pay more than $55. So is this inflation, or are you trying to scam me? They're doing this oil change. I guess it's like the 2 guys. And then why is one guy just like sitting and chilling in my car? Hold on. Can y'all see this? Motherfucker's just chilling in my shit. I forgot that car washes give me anxiety. I used to love it as a kid, and now I'm just like, my car is moving and I'm not moving it, and there are things around me and on me. I don't know if I like this anymore as an adult. But the guy in there was trying to hit on me. And also, why did my oil change cost $96? I feel like I used to pay like no more than $55. 96. See, like I don't like this. These thingies, I don't like these. I don't like that. Because this part I like. Like this part I can groove with. I like the mist. It's fun. I like the air. That's cute too. All that slapping? No ma'am. Not for me. This light kind of ease. So that is done. Cost me way more than it fucking, oh Lord Jesus, I'm trying to stop cussing. Cost me way more than it should have. $96 was ridiculous. Well, my car doesn't feel like it's working so hard. That's good. Now we're on our way to Target to just get, I think, cat food and batteries? Ciao? I don't know. But also a snack. We need a snack. I'm feeling real snacky. So we're going to the mall. Yeah, the guy in there, he was like, do you want me to go through the car wash for you, like in your car? And I'm like, no, I'll do it. He's like, you know, you're just such a beautiful person. And so I know sometimes like the girls get scared to go through. So, you know, if you want me to do it for you, I'll do it for you. And I was like, I don't want to tell him like I'm vlogging. But so I was like, no, it's fine. I'll do it. I mean, thanks. And he's like, oh, do you go to school around here? Because the college I used to go to was around here. And he's like, did you go to school here? And I was like, yeah, for like a year. But, you know, he's like, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I do makeup now. And he's like, oh, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. Like, man, leave me alone. And then charge me $96 for a damn oil change. That feels wrong. That feels, he's like, you have two options, this option or that option, or you have to sign a paper for these other options because it might ruin your car or something like that. And I'm like, well, I don't want to ruin my car, I just got it, so I'll just do the expensive one. And I still need to get my brakes done. Am I gonna, woo! Last second you decided to put that blinker on to turn, huh? Had two people almost freaking hit ya, you dumb ass. Look at him turning like a jackass.
This is Power 105.1.
This is Tory Lanez. Boo! So back on the road, I didn't vlog while I was in the mall just because I didn't spend that much time in there. Literally ran in, went to Target, got some cat food, did a cute little browse of the mall, got some fries at Popeyes. I know I said a healthy snack, didn't do that, and then left. That's pretty much it. So now I'm on my way. I could go to TJ Maxx, but why would I do that? If you guys didn't know, well, you didn't know because I didn't tell you guys, I used to work at TJ Maxx. So I have my discount card still, but it's for 10% off. The TJ Maxx employee discount is 10% off, and I'm in New York. Like if I go to the TJ Maxx in Bergen County, I'll get a discount. But if I go to the one in New York, it's basically just taking the tax off. If you guys don't know, Bergen County, there's no tax on most things. Some things are taxed, but some things aren't. So I'm like, I'm not gonna, why would I shop in New York and get like no money off when I could still get my 10% in New Jersey? So I'm not gonna go to TJ Maxx, but I am gonna go to the health food store. I'm trying to think, like, is there, ooh, there's a taco place that I really like. I don't know if I'm gonna go though. I don't think I need tacos. But I do need to go to the health food store. And then I need to pick up, I need to go to the gas station just so I can clean my car out, because there's this one gas station. Every time I clean out my car, there's this one gas station I go to, and I love that gas station, so that's where I'm gonna go. And then maybe home from there. I didn't expect to be home so soon. I thought I'd have, well, depending on what I get from the health food store, maybe I'll stop at Garden State Mall. I just want to be out. Like, I don't want to be in the house today. I just want to be out and doing stuff. Oh, why did I accept a job so far away? So I applied for this job in Rockland, like 40 minutes from where I'm living now, because I want to move back up here. My friends are up here. I literally only have like 2 or 3 Jersey friends. Okay, I'm lying. I have like a handful of Jersey friends, but it's like I would rather drive down to Jersey than to keep driving to New York, because I just have way more people in New York. My grandma's up here. It's easier to get to my mom's house from here. Like, most of my friends are here, my band is here. Like, I want to move back up here. And there's this condominium place I've been looking at for years, literally, like, not joking, probably almost 10 years. I've been wanting to buy a condo in this place since I was 17. I accepted the job up here. We're gonna get that credit right, stack and save, and hopefully purchase a condo up here, start building my life. I'm 25. I'm tired of living on maybes. Like I want to start setting the stones so that I could be comfortable in my 30s. So that's the goal right now. The salary I was offered is pretty good considering what I was making before. It's like a significant jump, which is great, because I really don't share too much of like my financial troubles with you guys, but y'all know, like just like everyone else, I'm struggling. It's hard out here. So hopefully this new money is good for me and I'll be able to save as well. I need to pay off those student loans, so that's the goal. If you guys want, we can do budgeting together. Like I do really want to get into my lifestyle bag, so I want to do like how I do my Google Calendar with you guys, because I really need to do all of my calendars. I got a new notebook because in my notebook that I had before, which one? I'm at a red light. Do I have enough time? Oh, I probably have enough time. In this notebook, I have everything in here. I have personal stuff, I have YouTube stuff, I have work stuff in this notebook. So I ordered a new notebook with dividers, and I swear I don't like writing. I don't know why, but I swear I don't like writing, but then I have notebook on notebook on notebook, and it's ridiculous. Like I have a notebook for scribbles and then a notebook to copy the scribbles neater into, and now I just bought a new notebook. So you know, your girl is I can't be in this lane. I need to move over. I can't be in this lane. I need to move over. I'm missing it. That's the plaza that I need to be in, and I'm missing it. Okay, I'll just turn around at the other plaza because I don't want to cut in front of anybody. Yeah, I'll turn around at the other plaza. That's the goal, but right now I need to figure out how to quit my temporary job that I'm at. Like everyone's nice, and I feel bad quitting because everybody's nice. Sorry, I just saw on the side of the plaza I want to go into, to where the health food store is, on the side, it says something political that I don't agree with. And does that represent the whole plaza, or did someone stick that up there? That's what I didn't miss about this area. That's what I did not miss about this area. So let's turn around and let's see what's going on with that plaza. Because that sign, it was a little sign. I don't want to make like everything in my vlogs so freaking political, because that's not what you guys are here for. But in the, on like one of the podiums on outside of the plaza, it wasn't even on the front, it was like on the side. So, and it was crooked. So it's possible that like a pedestrian put it there, but it literally said, "We stand with Israel." Someone just like did like this outside their window to me, and I don't know who that is. Oh, like all day I've had people staring at me. Like I know the shirt is a little bit risky, you know, it's the Intimissimi like viral Kendall Jenner shirt, and it's like I have big boobs, so it's kind of a little exposy, but I'm like, why? What is going on today? Like all day, and like I'm in my car, so like I don't like, it's so weird. Okay, let's go to this plaza and see what's going on here, because I know outside of this plaza, like a little further down, they'll have the Palestinian protesters or the pro-Palestine protesters, and then on this side of the plaza they have the pro-Israel, because I guess they don't want to clash with each other or like get in each other's face a little too much, but they'll stand on opposite sides of the plaza. And it's been like that since I was a little kid. Like this plaza, outside of this plaza, they always use for whatever political thing that they want to push for that day. Like I know for a long time they were doing like anti-abortion stuff out here. Like this plaza, for whatever reason, is what they use to like make their political statement. I guess it's on a pretty major road, but yeah, so maybe that's just one of the protesters who like slapped that up there, because it didn't look official and there's no like big flag or anything anywhere. So I'm gonna take that as a like that was someone's personal agenda thing, because it's literally only in one spot, crooked, and that's it. So I'm gonna think that that's what that was. Oh god, I was gonna Princess Park and I have to back out because this guy's pulling in at the same time as me. Am I in it? Yeah. Okay, so let's get